Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is my video about a super underrated item, the XP Capacitor 5000. So let's get right into it. Starting off, what the hell is the XP Capacitor 5000? This is an invention device that you make at 106 invention once you have discovered the XP Capacitor blueprint from archaeology. What the XP Capacitor does is on screen now, but pretty much a TLDR is if you're leveling augmented items and you don't care about the XP the items gain, you can get 50% of the XP into an XP Capacitor, fill it up over time, and sell it for money. Or if you do care about XP on your items, you can buy a full one and use it to get 50% more XP on your items. So you could use it both ways, to level your items faster, or when you don't care about leveling your items, to make some passive GP. I'm going to go into more detail about it now, but that was just a TLDR on talking about what it is to start. So looking at this screen, obviously, like I just said, it requires 106 invention, and you need that blueprint. Taking a look at the components that it requires refined components, historic, classic, and clear parts. It is untradeable until it is filled up. So if you want to fill up XP capacitors to make money, you do have to make them yourself. You need to refine junk components to get those refined components. So in order to get these junk components, I would either recommend Yanil Hunter Shop if you want an active way to get a lot of junk, or if you want an AFK way that you could just leave in your auto disassemblers, which is what I personally do, use maple bows. You can use maple shield bows, short bows, unstrung, strung, they all work. And for clear parts, I would recommend unpowered orbs. Again, I would recommend chucking them in a auto disassembler alongside some maple bows, and that will give you all the junk you need and all the clear parts you need. When it comes to historic and classic, you can literally just buy them straight up off of the GE. The pricing here on the wiki is slightly off because some things are a little bit over and a little bit under mid, but it costs around 950k to make an XP capacitor. Then you fill it up over time and you can sell it for 2.6 mil for a fully charged one. So you turn your 950k worth of components into 2.6 mil just by having it in your inventory when using any augmented gear, when AFK in something like Hellhounds for hard glues, or Abyssal Demons for Slayer or XP or whatever. You can make a decent amount of side GP from this. That is a profit of 1.7 million GP, which is pretty damn good. The blueprint that you need is the XP Capacitor blueprint, and you make it with 300 torn Howl's Workshop fragments, which you get from skilling in any Armadillion area with archaeology. Considering this blueprint bought for 10 million GP, I probably would not recommend buying it off the GE, and if you have any extra blueprint fragments or some collections to trade in for fragments, I'd advise doing that and making your own. And obviously, once you've learned it once, you never have to learn it again. You'll always be able to make those XP capacitors to your heart's content. If you go to any invention workbench, you go to the Skilling Support tab. The XP capacitor is in this tab, and as you can see, I have all of the components to make it, and I can manufacture it, and it'll be in an inactive state. Once you activate your XP capacitor, it starts charging. You want to charge it up to 100,000 charges. When it hits 100,000 charges, it then becomes tradable and you can sell it to other players. I know 100,000 charges seems like quite a lot, but because you're using an augmented weapon, chest piece, and legs, they all give 50% of their item XP to this capacitor. Using it at Hellhounds when I'm gathering 50 hard clues, I'm normally filling it up fully in the time that it takes me to get 50 hards. Depending on RNG, sometimes you might not quite fill up a full capacitor, but you get most of it filled pretty much always. So doing any activity like Hellhounds, where it's super AFK, you can make money by just passively giving 50% of your item XP to this item. And obviously if you're trying to level invention, you can do the opposite. A lot of people buy these XP capacitors to level up their gear quicker. A good way to level up your gear is Elite Dungeons 3 or Shattered Worlds or something like that. Inside Elite Dungeons 3, with these XP capacitors active, you get 50% more item XP. A lot of people level up items for invention XP to power level their invention, and a lot of people also level up items for components. So you want to get your shadow components from a shadow glaive as quickly as possible, right? So leveling up that shadow glaive 50% faster is super beneficial and worth buying this for if you're a high MPVMer. Same applies with Illa Junkin components from refined Animacore of Zaros or something like that. People can level it up to level 9 quicker to get their components faster. Or if they're power leveling invention, they get literally 50% more invention XP by using this one item, and then siphoning their gear at 12. It's just a really all-round useful item, either to make money with or to power level invention. So no matter what type of player you are, these are always useful. Definitely would recommend looking into this if you haven't already, because it is so underrated. And that'll be it for this video. Hopefully you did enjoy the video and maybe learned something new today. Give the video a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new for loads of future content all related to RuneScape 3, and until next time, see ya.